Hey everybody, welcome to the toy vlog. This vlog, we are talking about our Star Wars only toy store business. And today on the toy vlog, we're having a conversation about our current business structure and how much eBay fucking sucks with all their fees. There's other videos up there where we're laying out everything about how we started our toy store, all the problems that we're having, challenges, good, bad, ugly, shipping, trying to figure it out, and scale. And I'm a 9-year-old boy trapped in a 50-year-old's body, and I love every second of it because we're super geeks. To have a break from the mundane, we are doing these inventory check-ins where I'm receiving full case packs, I'm opening up, we're looking for chases, we're just looking for stuff. Because I think one of the funnest things for me in owning a toy store and really doing this is A, being able to see all of the cool new Star Wars toys before anyone else does. I've actually been able to even buy things that I can't talk about. They're called, they're embargoed. And basically, like for the Grogu and Mando movie, I've already purchased items. I know what the case packs include. I know the newest waves of Funkos that are coming up. But if I post anything about them or I show pictures and things like that, I could potentially lose my account and just, not good stuff. But it is really rad. That's one of the reasons why I decided to open this toy store. There's a whole saying like, oh, if you love what you do, then you'll never work again. Yeah, true that. But I literally work on this toy store. Let me just be clear for anyone in my family that's watching. I take my 6 hours and I do a day what I need to do, whether it be job hunting or financial stuff, taking care of stuff for the house, and then a lot more time for my toy store. In some cases, that means me waking up at 5 or 6 o'clock. I am constantly working on this, not to give away too much, but I'm in the bathtub with my phone and I'm looking at prices. I'm looking at new toys. I'm looking to see what's selling. I'm doing price comparisons on Amazon. I'm comp shopping on eBay, answering customer emails, setting up styles, finding out that my shipping rates are wrong. And it's been a lot of maintenance. I'm not afraid of that stuff because that was very much operational, a part of what I did in the apparel industry, launching brands and connecting the dots between e-com and wholesalers and shipping and allocation and merchandising plans and just all that stuff. It's all very much what I did, but I'm doing it with toys now. Right now, our business is split, I would say probably 80-20. 80% being eBay, 20% being our Shopify shop, and then a little whatnot, some other stuff kind of sprinkled in, some direct messaging kind of stuff. Instagram. Right now, we have our Shopify store at carbonitecrave.com. That's where I want to filter a majority of the business, and I'll explain to you why in a minute. Now, eBay, the reason why we're so heavy there is that we already had an eBay account. I used to sell dios. I used to sell custom action figures and things. So that platform for me just existed. And when things went left with my job and I was thinking of starting this toy store, I knew that I needed space in my office. I also knew that I needed cash flow and I need to liquidate stuff. So I sold a majority of my Black Series collection. I still love Black Series. Funko's my new jam right now. Black Series is very much where I got my feet wet in the whole world. So eBay existed as an outlet for us from that. And so when I started posting new stuff, like our pre-orders, just the business kept kind of going and I kept making cash. Now, the problem is that you can talk about eBay being toy pirate prices, but you don't kid yourself. I was one of those morons. I needed the new toy for the next Ahsoka episode or whatever was coming through, or the next Mandalorian episode. I was one of those guys that was on eBay and I was finding the people in Asia that were selling it before the US market got it for $80. That's also why it hurt so bad to get rid of some of my Black Series stuff, because I get it. Maybe people aren't sweating the Mandalorian right now, but I paid $80 for this figure and people are asking me if I'll take $5 for it. I was like, ah! But I had to do what I had to do in some cases. But going back to having that 80-20 split, eBay is just robbing people left and right. And, it is one of still the biggest e-com platforms out there. But eBay takes 15 to 17% based on your category, not just on the price that you sell it on. They also take that with shipping combined, whether that person that you're selling it to pays for the shipping or not. So you sell something for $10 and your customer pays $5 for shipping. Not that anyone's shipping anything for $5 these days, but Now you've got a total sell of $15, including shipping, and eBay takes their points on that full 15 and it comes out of your pocket. Now, there will be a whole video about markups in the toy industry because the way it's structured out is that with shipping and things, the toy industry only expects you to make 15 to 20% max before shipping. In most cases, whether it be Black Series, I can't wait to jump into these price things with you guys. You guys are going to be blown away, man. I thought that I would be making half, like the rest of the retail market. So if something was $14.9, I'd be paying about $6.90 for it, and I'd be making half the points. I figured I'd be taking 75 cents out of my margin for shipping. Definitely not the case. And in some cases, I can't even sell, just say a Funko Pop, $14.99. Based on the prices that I'm paying for them, I cannot afford to sell it for $14.99 on eBay, even if somebody else pays for shipping. After my cost and after that 15, I'm usually between -1% to -3%. That is definitely why people are raising their prices. Besides the whole, you're going to pay through the ass for pre-orders and chases and things. Those are kind of expected, but now I get why people do that a little bit. I'm sure that could be controversial. I had a buddy of mine, he went to a comic book shop and he was looking for a chase of a new pop that was coming out. And there was a chase there. And he's like, awesome, I'll take it. And they're ringing it up and it's like $45 for the chase. And then everything else was like $14.9. He's like, wait a minute, you paid the same price for this chase. If I was to buy a case like I just did, I didn't pay more because there was a chase in it. I got that chase. I'm able to raise the price a little bit for that. And it's very important now for me when I do it, because in some cases, when I raise the price, sometimes my chase will pay for a case so that anything else that I make after that chase is profit. And when you're having a conversation about only making 15%, in some cases, even less, it's a lot. So it's a huge mess. Like, for example, I couldn't scale my business on eBay. I had to really figure out other sales channels. So Shopify only takes about 2% or like 75 cents a sale. When I sell something for $14.9, I can make a real margin on it. I can't sell it for $14.9. I have to sell it for $16.9. I have to sell it for $17.9 on eBay just to break even. Whatnot is something that we're introducing into the channel as another revenue stream. We also have Instagram and Meta. So we're fortunate enough to have a pretty substantial following on Instagram. You can follow us here to see all of our wacky toy shoots and custom stuff that we do. It's also kind of merged into now our account for our toy store where we promote stuff. I've lost probably 700 followers when I started showing Funko stuff. My followers are very Black Series centric and they just weren't down for anything else. Okay, got it. I'm fortunate enough to pick those followers back up in other areas. Now I do have people that are Funko centric that are following me. You want people engaged, so thank you for that. And now as we are going back into Black Series selling, and now we're selling TVC, we are gaining some momentum there. So those are also helping us to widen our channel. I'd very much love to be able to get to drive all of our business pretty much through our website. Even driving it through Instagram would be a huge help because they take only like 5% of the sale. So it leaves you with like 10% margin. I can't sell on Amazon. I can't afford it. And when I say I can't afford it, is that no matter how much bulk I buy, I can't get the prices down because Amazon takes $3.50 a pop. And that's if you're shipping direct. No, they're not housing it for me. I'm direct and I'm paying for shipping. I can't afford to do it. It puts me in a negative margin. But people like Funko, people like Hasbro can. For example, the new Funko Pops, I am planning to deep dive into the finances to show you guys really what it's kind of messed up and hopefully get more people to start supporting your smaller comic book shops, your online retailers, the smaller mom and pop places, because at the end of the day, all of these monster companies, they're going to put all of your mom and pop places out of business. That's really kind of what they're doing now. They're structuring it so that people like us can't sell on Amazon. And I'm getting pushback from my family, like, why are you doing it? I love I love toys. I love opening them. I love collecting them. I love meeting other people that do. And I'm in love with Star Wars, you know, and if this is something I'm doing, whether it be comp shopping, I do it for myself, for my own collection. If it pays for my own plastic crack habit, then it's that. I hope to scale this to be something bigger. I hope that people like you that are watching this reach out to me and we become friends and we have conversations about like what your favorite toy is and what you're looking for, whatever. I'm glad that you're watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, subscribe, follow us, check out all of our stuff, check out our toy store. See you next time.